No. Shit, I forgot again. Hello, welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a love reading for Gemini in all placements. I forgot to write Gemini on my little slate. Still getting used to that, so I'm not going to take the time to do it. It's for Gemini. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, so. Um, yes, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to start with the angelic messenger cards. Always trying to make space. And pick one for each of you, and then I'll dive in to the main spread with some other deck. And yeah, Jojo made it. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Okay, let's dive in. For you, we've got fulfillment. Yay. 36. 36 breaks down to a 9. I like that. Your person has divine guidance. No number. All the numbers. No numbers. Yes. All right. So, good. I like this. So I'm going to use the Light Seers deck. And let's see what's going on. What's going on? This is for whoever you have on your mind, whoever you're dealing with, whoever's coming in. Yeah, as usual, apply it as it fits. Okay, so current situation, we have the Tower. Dun dun dun. Scorpio energy. The Six of Pentacles. And the Moon. Pisces. Also can be read as Cancerian. This Tower, there's something happening suddenly, out of the blue. Someone's coming in, possibly bringing you a gift, or some kind of, there's going to be some kind of reciprocity, equal give and take. What am I saying? Going to be. This is currently what's happening. But, everyone's on a different timeline. So if it's not happening yet, it's coming very soon. But things are not clear. Things are a little hidden or distorted. You're just not sure. I feel like you're not sure what exactly you're dealing with here. Someone is definitely they're showing up in a really positive, stable way. Ooh, Darlene Lisa is here. Good morning. But it's just not clear, and it could be where it's the kind of thing where it's this sudden thing. Somebody shows up out of the blue, and it kind of throws you into the deepest depths of your emotions. She's way down here under the water, and that could be a part of why it's really you're trying to get a handle on what's just happened, a little discombobulated. And yeah, because there's so much that's coming up. So whether this is someone from the past or somebody new, it's this huge shakeup, and you're just trying to get a handle on yourself. So the challenge is the Page of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels like someone's coming in with an apology. Something you just never expected would happen. And I feel like they're telling you that they've had this realization that they want you in their life. King of Wands. He's my hell yes guy. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. And they've had, the lion is there in the background. They've had to kind of build up their strength to come forward with this apology, with kind of laying things out like, hey Gemini, I really want you in my life. They want to move away from any kind of conflict, turbulence, drama, anything that has happened in the past. They want to move towards calmer waters. Um and this is really something that is so completely unexpected because I love this card. When pigs fly. Like, pig has wings. Like, you had completely given up on this person, um completely moved on, and then here they come. They could have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could also have water, um Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah. And I feel like this is yeah, it's just you don't even know what to do with yourself. You're like, really? I is this person, are they telling me lies? Are they genuine? Well, we'll find out. We'll dive into that. What happened in the past? Ooh, Rest Mojo is here. Hello. In the past, we have the Fool, Aries energy, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So in the past, there was this new beginning between the two of you, kind of kind of diving diving in, but doing the trust fall back into this person. You're like, okay, I'm going to trust this person. I'm going to take this risk. Um you were really into it. Maybe a part of it is because you knew this person. Maybe you've known them for a while, for a long time. That maybe they're a part of your friend group. This is somebody that you spent time with. You hung out with, you partied with, you know did things that were fun. um and maybe it was the kind of thing where you'd been single for a while, and so it was like it was like you were very stable, maybe what's the word, like very independent. Maybe this person is very independent, maybe you both are. And it was sort of like, yeah, we're doing our own thing. um it's risky diving in, but something really good could come out of this. Maybe they really respected you for being so, like, self-reliant, or you felt the same about them. Now it's possible, um another way that this can be read is that somebody, will say it's you, took a leap of faith towards this, and you were met with some kind of third party situation, where you went for it, and then it fell flat because somebody was entertaining another person, other people, or they had other things going on, they were busy, they wanted to go out and party all the time, and you're like, hey, what about me? um and this left you in a place where you were just like, oh, okay, this isn't what I thought. I'm just going to focus on myself and, you know, build up, build yourself up. Of course, roles can be reversed. So apply it as it fits. So who is this person? Oh, and the sun is here. Hello, good morning. Okay, who is this person? Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay. And the Five of Pentacles. Huh. uh well, okay, so first of all, I feel like this is somebody who has some kind of they've they have a new lease on life. They they are ready to kind of completely start over. Um there's somebody who they've spent time working on loving themselves more. Um, and through that, they've gained some kind of clarity. They've they're really it could be in the past where they they weren't willing to look at themselves and their actions. They weren't willing or able to. And they kind of as they start to work on their own kind of self-love, doing the shadow work and start to build themselves up and love themselves more, they gain this clarity about the how their own actions have created loss in their life, seeing that they are the common denominator in all the kind of bad things that have happened. Um, they're yeah, they must have maybe they must have gone through some kind of like dark night of the soul. Um, really, they could still be in this kind of feeling of like um, removing themselves from situations because they feel like now that they have this clarity and understanding, they don't feel worthy. They have a lot of remorse or regret around the way that they've shown up in the past. Because, in this card, the key is right there. Like this person could let themselves in, but they're choosing to stay out in the cold. But what they really want is to begin again with this new understanding and this new clarity. What does this person want? The Nine of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So yeah, I mean they want wish fulfillment. They want to feel happy and joyful and satisfied in their life, in a relationship, in love. They may I don't know, the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It's like they want to get they've been very confused and they want to come out of that. They want to open themselves to new possibilities. But I feel like they're getting in their own way. The Four of Pentacles, it can be about self-protection, but it's like it's from a place of fear. they have some kind of lack lack mentality that they're dealing with or struggling with. Maybe this is just kind of their default mode where they're just like, I need to hold on to what little I have. I talk about it as like putting up the energetic umbrella, because it's essentially it's closing off the valve that is, you know, it's like the direct line to the universe. And there's always like, really good, amazing things that's being poured down onto us from the universe. It's like it's our birthright. But depending on how we feel about ourselves, how we, and how we feel we deserve things or don't deserve things, we can shut that off. And then we rail against it like, why don't things work out for me? Well, it's because of your own frequency, it's your own energy. And I feel like this person really struggles with this kind of victim mentality. And they want to get clarity, and they've gotten it to a certain point, but they don't want to be confused anymore. They want to feel like they can trust themselves and trust their ability to make correct choices, because they have not made what they feel are good choices in their past. So how this person sees you is the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the 10 of Swords. Huh. Okay, so whatever went down between you guys, between you two, um, it's like you could have been married, um, or in a long-term commitment. They see you as somebody who they could spend the rest of their life with, where being with you, you feel like family to them. And they see that the two of you could be really strong together. But they could, because of this weird way of thinking, this, like I said, victim mentality. I feel like they're projecting onto you. Um, and they've kind of convinced themselves that you did something. You were toxic to them, or your behavior was, or you have addictions. You drew them in and then you left them out in the cold. Like, this person has trouble taking responsibility for themselves. You walked away from them. You stabbed them in the back. There's very much this pointing the finger, and it's like point one finger out, three fingers back. Like, they're still struggling. They're still struggling with who they want to become, who they are becoming versus who they were. And this, yeah, they're not, because I feel like, it's possible that when you two did have dealings that, I mean, we all have our stuff. Maybe you were struggling with some kind of addiction, and it comes in all different forms. It's not just drugs and alcohol. It can be so many different things. And maybe there was some stuff between you, some toxic stuff. Maybe you've grown a lot since this. But this is how they see you. And I feel like you have it, because, this person suddenly comes in out of the blue. You haven't been in contact for a while. So they're thinking about you the way you used to be. And I'm guessing that you've changed a lot. So, what's hidden? Mm, death and rebirth. I got my We have death for December. I love this, by the way. The skulls and then the flower growing up out of them. So perfect. And this is my favorite death card of all time, death and rebirth. The wheel and the knight of wands. Yeah, this person, they are going through a transformation. They're ending a cycle, maybe with somebody else or just in their life in general. They're really, as I haven't exactly seen cards that show this, but I get the sense that they really are trying to work on themselves. I mean, yeah, we saw the 6 of swords, right? Like they're and the page of cups, we have that apology. Like they really are trying to come to a new understanding of themselves and successfully. And they're starting to see as they go through this transformation, they're understanding that yes, their actions um and their energy and how how they felt about themselves have it's like self sabotage, and they're they've continually kept themselves in this karmic cycle where things just were not working for them, and not working in their favor, constantly bumping up against obstacles and problems and people who weren't great. And now that they're taking responsibility for themselves, they're starting to see things shift. They're noticing the outward evidence of this inward transformation that they're going through. They're noticing that people are starting to treat them differently, treat them better, that things are working out for them, across the board. And I feel like they're coming back to themselves. They're they're waking up, and they understand that, like, it's like as they as things continue to move in their favor, they get happier and happier. They're feeling really excited, and it's like they're preparing to come to you with a lot of passion and excitement. There's some kind of plan formulating for them of how they can make this work with you. Completely start, not from scratch, but like start from a new place. From a place that's where you both can have a good time and be happy and you know be on this adventure together. They're going to come to you. They're going to come to you with a lot of passion. This feels like they have held themselves back for so long, squashed their passion and their excitement for life, and they're letting this go. The horse in the background, it's like there's this feeling of like freedom and releasing that wild part within themselves. And maybe they're starting to build this fire and excitement up in themselves again. Like this transformation is making them excited to get up in the morning, and this is very, very much It's a personal journey, but now they're seeing you as a part of that journey. So, how do you feel about them? 5 of Wands. Yeah. Queen of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Um there's been all this drama. Maybe you two were very competitive with one another. Um you just felt like you just could not get on the same page. Constantly butting heads, arguing, but you have an incredible amount of love for this person. And I feel like you actually see them for who they are. They could never see themselves because they were so like see their true core awesomeness because of all this stuff that they were dealing with, all their inner demons that they struggled with. But you saw beneath all that. Despite all the craziness that you two dealt with, and maybe you see them as somebody who creates a lot of drama in their life, which makes perfect sense because of, again, these inner demons that they struggle with. You see them as somebody, you you feel a lot of love for them, and you see them as somebody who has a lot of love to give. That at the end of the day, they're somebody worth investing in. This is why you invested in them in the first place. And you feel a lot of compassion for them. Intuitively, you know that this person, they're good at their core. And I think that regardless of what's happened, even if you've completely sworn them off, I was going to say if, I'm going to say when they come back in, you're going to be like, of course, you're going to need to probably have a conversation, maybe several, but you still see the value in trying to make this work because you do have so much love. So much love for this person. You could have some water in your chart too. So this person's next actions. Ooh, Sabrina the lover. Hello. Good morning. Thanks for being here. 8 of swords. 7 of swords. And the 2 of pentacles. Okay. Yeah, see, this person is still their own worst enemy. They haven't transformed. It's not a past thing. They're still working on stuff. They're still learning how to follow that divine guidance. They're learning how to listen to their intuition. They're getting better at it, but they're very much, they're that little baby bird who's who's just, you know, there with its mouth open waiting to be fed by its mother. Like they don't know how to they're not quite to that point where they're self-reliant enough, where and they value themselves enough to really show up correct. They have so much anxiety. Now this could be where, because I definitely feel like there's some kind of self-sabotage here, where it's like through all this anxiety and not feeling good about themselves and not knowing what to do and not knowing how to trust themselves, that they have this tendency to want to like sneak away, to entertain other options. But this can also be where they're afraid that after everything that's happened and how they've treated you, that when they show up with this apology and this offer, that you're going to sneak away. Maybe they're afraid that you already have somebody in your life, that there's going to be some kind of, you know, now they get their karma, that you do the same thing to them. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. And it could be where they're just, it's not even that they're juggling another person necessarily. They're just going back and forth. Should I stay or should I go? Should I make actually make this offer, sh- move towards Gemini, show up and risk everything, or should I just silently creep away? They don't know. They're so yeah, they're caught up in this, it's like the mental prison, and they just can't see clearly. And see, she's looking in the mirror, not even looking, her reflection is all tied up and the birds are around, but she's actually fine. This person is their own worst enemy. So, you definitely want to be cautious with this person. What's the potential outcome though? The 6 of Cups, the Chariot, there's Cancerian energy again, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is good. um, this is really good because it feels like they're going to continue to learn how to follow that divine guidance, to learn to listen and trust their intuition, which is that direct line to their, the universe, to their higher power. You've got fulfillment here. I feel like this person coming back, even if they're a little bit weird at first, um, it is so it is so crazy and amazing that they even come back at all, that you're kind of like, you're cautious, but you're also open because you two, you could have kids together. This might be somebody who you've known for a very long time, and there's this sense of progressing into something, into a more, it starts out kind of this kind of more juvenile connection and moves into this really nice, um, mature connection, and getting the forces going in the same direction, getting on the same page. There's so much quick movement here, movement forward, victory, success, just like, kind of running towards the justice you deserve. um it's like, it's almost this impulsive energy, just like, all right, I just, for whatever, however, whoever this person is to you, they them in your life, their presence in your life is very fulfilling. And maybe them showing up in this new way, even if there's a little funkiness, they're still like, they're showing up well enough that you're like, this feels right, this feels good. I'm gonna go for it. And again, we have this victory. So, I think it's gonna work out really well. You may need to have patience with them and help them understand, like, you're not gonna just retaliate because you're pissed, because of what happened in the past. That you genuinely You genuinely care about them and you see potential for the, for things working out with this person. And maybe that's what they're going to need. Like, I feel like both of you are going to need some s- I can't think of the word. Com- um Comfort. That's not the right word, but it's like, you're going to need them to continue to tell you that they're not shady and up to something. And they may need that from you as well. So let me get some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle to finish off. Self-reflection. That's right. Yeah. Balance. Oh, self-reflection. We have 17 and then we have 19. And faith. Yeah. Through the self-reflection. And it could be where you've been going through a period of self-reflection as well, and looking at what all has happened and what has brought you to this point. And it's very much about diving into the emotions, looking in the mirror, seeing clearly. And this is exactly, I feel like this is what's happening, is this person's, I feel like they may come to this place where they see how they've seen themselves is so distorted, and they're coming to terms. They're starting to see themselves in a new way and make friends with themselves. Yeah, it's that self-love piece. And coming into balance through tapping into intuition. She can't see, but it's like tapping into the intuition and building personal power. I feel like that's a part of what's happening here as well. This person is building their personal power up in a way they've never been able to before. And then there's faith. It's like something is growing here. There's going to be something new and beautiful that gets birthed out of this situation. But the thing about faith, um, it can be the hardest thing to have when you feel like all is lost, when you feel hopeless. And that is the time when you have to lean on it the most. So have faith. I feel like whether or not you decide to actually get back with this person, you're going to get to a new place in this connection. Like, you know, if you have been friends for a long time, this friendship will you'll come back to that place again, because there is so much love, regardless of whether you choose to actually be with them, like I said. So anyway, it looks really good. Yeah. And know too that you you two coming back, resolving whatever's happened in the past, will create a new stability in your life. This is giving you a new lease on life as well. Maybe returning your faith. Maybe you lost your faith in everything, in relationships in general. And this person coming back is just like, cause she looks so peaceful and relaxed. And it's just like, wow, okay, I feel like you're kind of thinking I can trust again. So, anyway, let's leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah! And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.